Hi, I'm Josh.
And I'm Susie.
And we're the California Dreamcast. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And we're back for episode 4, Double Date.
Yeah.
California Dreams.
It's bloody windy outside. I don't know if you can hear that. This episode written by Tony Soltis and directed by Don Barnard, not Ron Barnard, as I suggested in our last episode. And just found out recently that he actually passed away just over a year ago. The Don, no longer with us, but enjoying his work here on the Dreamcast. Got a wacky, zany
storyline. It's, yeah, reminiscent of the first episode. However,
just a little bit.
Has its own little twist.
Yeah.
No, it was a good show and quite a few laughs, and let's get into it.
Yes, Double Date. So we kick off the show here at Sharky's. Tony meets Matt and Sly. Matt mentions Randy Joe isn't there because she's completely wigged out over her sister's wedding.
I think it was whacked out.
No, wigged out. Wigged out.
Whatever.
Look behind the scenes here. We're re-recording this episode because we did it last night and it was crap. We had a bad show.
Well, Josh attempted it at 10 o'clock at night after
I attempted it.
After I'd been working and tired and half asleep.
All week the deal was Friday night we're doing Dreamcast. All right, cool.
Friday night means after work, not like, when I'm ready for sleep time.
Oh, well. All right, will blame me here.
Yes.
But Randy Joe, she's back. You didn't miss her, but she's back.
No, she's back because apparently Angela's gone.
Yeah. She's gone off to a sauce pouring convention to learn the craft of applying ketchup and other condiments.
Or maybe just a general acting.
Wow.
She didn't cut the mustard, so to speak.
Cut the sauce even.
Cut the sauce.
No. So Tony has a dig at Randy Joe because she's freaking out about the engraved matchbooks.
Yes, the matchbooks.
Yes.
The thing that rich people have.
Apparently. We
didn't have matchbooks at our wedding. I've never even heard of that being a thing.
They just got a box of lollies and shit. That was about it.
Yeah. We call it bomboniere over here. Bomboniere.
I remember the whole time leading up to the wedding, I couldn't stand that word. For some reason, that word bomboniere just sounded so pretentious.
It's an Italian thing, bomboniere. So it's sugared almonds that you wrap in it's like a meshy sort of thing. And that's just a traditional Italian thing. I don't know why we do that over here because we're not Italian.
It sounds like something that average white people call something to try and sound posh. That's
fancy pants.
All fancy. Oh, geez. Though Sly doesn't like weddings. Sorry, Sly doesn't like weddings because that means less chicks for him to bone. Jiff and Tenny. Jiff and Tenny.
Jiff and Tenny.
Jiff and Tenny. Jiff and Tenny. That sounds like a pharmaceutical brand. I don't know. They mention how the rollerblading is fun. Sly's like to Jenny, you never have any fun. And then she just rolls the rollerblade over his hand.
Ow! That was fun.
Yeah, Sly gets beaten up quite a bit in this episode, which is very amusing. So.
It is good fun when he gets a bit of his own back. He's like that bad guy that you love to hate, but you also love to love. Like, it's just a weird, he's got it down.
Thing. Yeah.
He's got it down.
Yeah.
So enter Sharky here, the owner of, get this, Sharky's.
Sharky's.
Yeah. Played by Johnny Williams, who, if you think, hey, he's got a bit of that mafia thing happening. He's got that character. He's got that, hey, Donnie. Well, He was in Goodfellas, The Godfather, maybe. I don't know, did he have a walk-on? So he was in Goodfellas and also in one of my favourite all-time movies, Honeymoon in Vegas. He played James Caan's sidekick, Johnny Sandwich. I love Johnny Sandwich.
Johnny Sandwich.
I thought that was just like a nickname, Mr. Sandwich, that he had in the movie. And then, no, you find out that Johnny Sandwich, that's the character's name.
Like a Tarantino thing, like Mr. White and Mr. Pink, Mr. Brown.
Kind of,
Johnny
yeah.
Sandwich.
Except he's always fiending. He's like, you know, give me a sandwich or something.
You
He's
can't
just always
take
freaking out
someone-
at the poker table.
You can't take someone seriously with a surname like Sandwich. Like someone, like you're in the mafia and someone is coming to do a hit on you and you find out their name is Johnny Sandwich.
What's he going to do? Cover me in mustard?
Just give him a BLT and an Italian BMT.
He's going to end up cheesing himself, if you know what I'm saying. Got to give it up for Johnny Williams. He's awesome. He's been in a heap of stuff throughout the years. I think since the 70s or something. He's been getting work constantly. So good on Johnny. Tony is acting manager for a few days and they have a bit of fun with an employee yelling at him to tuck his shirt in, and then he looks like a total goober because the baseball jersey tucked in just is a bad look.
But the girls in the background, I've noticed they have all the classic 90s tied up at the waist shirt, so they've sort of done the knot thing.
I love that.
But I love Tony's.
I love it.
I know.
I love it.
I think I've modified a few shirts.
Thank you for doing that. I love that look. It's something so simple, but it's so like sexy, cute. I love it.
Off the shoulder sort of thing. But I love Tony's line here when he is speaking to Sharky.
Come on, Sharky, what do you want? Today's my day off. You big burger flipping, I love New York pasta belly.
Wicks, you crack me up.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you like that, how about tortellini tush?
I don't like it that much. Listen.
Tortellini tush.
Yeah. Tortellini tush.
Tortellini tush. I think Slides said that.
Yeah,
before.
there was a pasta
Tortellini
slander.
That was in the last.
Tight-lipped linguine.
That's it.
That's the one. Tight-lipped linguine.
Pasta's
which I called tight-lipped tortellini when we were reviewing the show. I called it.
Oh, and it's linguine.
Yeah,
we gotta learn our pastas.
Yeah, which it's like know your cuts of meat on David Letterman. know your types of pasta. No. Know your types of pasta. Bing.
Love that show. It's not
Old school Letterman is the shit.
We often watch it on YouTube. We'll just YouTube old. Did you find that the turkey calling the butterball thing yet?
No. It's the best thing ever. David Letterman calling the butterball turkey hotline back in like 97 or 98. It was just, I have it on tape, but I don't have a VCR at the moment here at the house. So at the moment, I'm relying on YouTube for watching all Letterman stuff and all that kind of California Dreams.
I think we'd have to go to an antique store to get a VCR these days.
There's one at the folks' place. I'm just not sure what kind of condition it's in. But anyway, off topic, tangent time. Cut to the garage. Randy Joe is back, and Matt's gonna need some California Kush, big time, man, to deal with Randy Joe. She's just freaking out, dude.
Oh, her acting is just.
But it's drama queen. She plays the drama queen well, I must say.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's
because we've known women like that, and it's not far off.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's very
not
much
far off. So Tiff and Jen head off to go skating. Sly goes, yeah, right. Aloha, like see you later, whatever. And then the old Winkle light bulb goes off. Let's have a luau at Sharky's and we'll make money and you'll get in the good books because you've made money for the venue and rah-rah. And he starts to do a hula. The hula turns into the wang dangle and he's got the arm sort of hanging and in a suggestive position right there. And yes, we need to make a GIF of that. I think we need to get a GIF album happening on one of our social medias and capture some of these beautiful moments.
And the vest is back too. There's some more vestige in its pure form.
Is the vest around. Nothing's gonna keep him down.
I also noticed in this scene, looking in the background, there was actually a reflection in the back window of a rolling tape. Like, you know how, I could see like.
Are you sure that isn't the recording equipment that they have there? Or do they get that in a later
I don't know.
episode?
I was trying to catch it, but it's like when we see the boom in random shops, like we have this boom count.
There will be a boom count happening in future episodes.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I think the sound guy really lets them down coming up.
Boom, shake the room. Tick, tick, boom.
I just love seeing those little mistakes that people make.
It's fantastic. It's great. It's good stuff. It's like that segment on Hey Hey It's Saturday they used to have where it's like every few weeks they'd have this segment where people would send in like, oh, this is what's wrong in this movie, and they'd send them timestamps and then they'd find the movie and then they'd play it and they go, what's the mistake here? What's the blooper?
Yeah, like 3 Men and a Baby when that ghost boy is in the background.
It's up there with Brandon and Lee. That whole thing. It's like just a mystery, a movie mystery.
Sad. I love The Crow. That's the movie that he died in.
Way to bring the tone down, Susan.
I know, but...
Good on you. So cut to Sharky's. Tony raids Bossman's cash stash so Sly can get all the little bits and pieces in order to have the luau. Tiff and Jenny arrive. Tiff in a bikini top because Sly's trying to get them to hand out flyers and, well, sex sells. So I think he's onto something here, though.
Yeah, you'd say that.
Not the worst. So they kick up a stink and refuse to be used by Sly. Tony gives Tiff the shirt so they'll go and do the fly run. They do. Matt's here with the news that Randy Joe's sister's wedding band cancelled and they have a gig now this Saturday night.
Wait, this Saturday night? But the wedding's this Saturday night. Oh, that's impossible. That's... Ew.
Oh, flashbacks. Afghanistan. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Episode 1. Episode 1.
The Canyon.
There it is.
Canyon Catastrophe.
There it is. Canyon Catastrophe. That sounds like Canyon in WCW. That would have been his finishing move.
Yeah.
The Canyon Catastrophe. Yeah. Oh, man. Cut to Matt and Jenny's kitchen. Sly's like, well, which gig pays the most? Let's just work it out that way. Jenny gets all philosophical here.
We all have fears, and we hide them. Maybe behind music, or our pretty smiles, or socially retarded behavior.
You can hear the audience in the background just going,
and then a little rumble afterwards, like, wow, that was inappropriate.
They didn't see that one coming, but they should have.
Well, she gets a bit of her own back in this episode, so that's all right. After the last episode. Cut to the wedding reception place thing.
The yacht club.
It looks like the yacht club. We'll call it the yacht club.
Where the rich people are.
Yes. Matt versus Tony. It's going to be on now because Matt's been convinced not to give up that gig. We cut to Sharky's. Sly suggests the girls wear bikinis again on their fly run because wind resistance, you see. So now he's bringing scientific evidence into this idea here. On the way out, Jen stomps Sly's foot with the blades, and seconds later, Tony hands Sly more money, and Sharky rocks up in his fishing gear and nets Sly with the fishing net. I love that.
And
it's
he holds
so
it
Three
over him.
Stooges.
Holds it over him for quite a while. Like he really lives up to that mafia, like, you know, you're not sleeping with the fishes just yet sort of thing. Like,
Yes.
we haven't got you cemented in concrete. And
Your kneecaps are safe for now. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to walk for like maybe 1 or 2 more days. Make the most of it. Go do a marathon or something. Enjoy a run. So Tony explains the luau costs and plans and I guess possible returns and all this sort of stuff. Sharky reluctantly gives it the go-ahead, but of course now that means that they can't do the wedding. We get a good exchange between Tony and Matt here as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll push you. You Richie Cunningham, Jason Priestley wannabe. Back off, Urkel. Who you calling Urkel? Hey! Urkel! Richie, chill out.
Urkel.
which is a bit of racial profiling there. But
Urkel. Did
yeah.
you watch Family Matters back in the day?
No.
Oh, I did.
That wasn't that early 80s or?
Late. No. It was around in the 90s. It was the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it was always that thing of like, one night it was Full House, and then the next night, 2 nights later, it would be Family Matters, and
Oh, okay.
I think it was on the same night as Hey Dad.
Oh God.
But let's not
go there.
let's not go
with
there.
all the.
Yeah,
I think
that.
he's in jail for.
I think so.
Yeah.
Aussie TV show, folks, where the dad ended up being a creepy pedophile. Let's move on. So we cut to the garage now. Tiff rubs it in that she beat Jen rollerblading.
I won, you lost. I won, you lost.
Now she's copping it for
Yeah, she's
last episode.
She's so jelly.
And, oh my God, so gel. And suggests playing both gigs. Tiffani does. Boom. Tony says there's no way they can do it. Sly suggests hiring a second set of gear. Tony's like, look, it won't work. The girls suggest we can rollerblade there and back, from one venue
And
to
push
the
him
other.
on a go-kart.
Well, here's where I relate to Tony. He reveals that he can't roller skate.
Yeah. Rollerblade.
Because I can't ice skate.
Yeah, I love rollerblading and ice skating. It takes a bit of practice, and
I'll end up
I had
learning.
some blades growing up, saved up my pocket money and bought
Blades.
some blades. Yeah, well, back in the day.
Weren't they called blades?
Yeah, they
That was
were
like
called blades. Yeah.
The brand
And
name.
back in the day, like in the 90s, they were like 130 to 150 bucks. Like they were expensive
Yeah.
for what they were. So
Even the cheap ones. And nowadays it's
these
like
were good ones. Yeah.
$30. You can pick up a
But-
pair of rollerblades.
Fuck, they would like go all the way up. The ones that we had here, I don't know if they were different in the States, but they would go all the way up your calf basically,
Yeah.
and you'd strap them in. But there'd be no movement for your ankle. So if you fell over,
You'd like snap your leg.
yeah, basically.
Brutal.
I think a lot of people would have done some serious damage in those.
Back at Sharky's, yep. And the girls are in pretty gold dresses, the glow mesh vibe here.
And
the long...
Tony's shirtless.
Hey, ba-ba-ba-bum, sh-ba-bum,
And-
sh-ba-ba-bum, sh-ba-bum. They have a toboggan.
It's not a toboggan, it's a go-kart.
Well, it's like
They call it a go-kart.
like one of those sandbox derby kart things. It's where it's
Yeah, I think they
Some
call it
weird-
something different over there to what we would consider it here. I would consider that one of those like trolley carts that people put like stock on and take it to the aisle and you know what I mean? But they called it a go-kart in the show. So
there you go.
go-karts to us are like actual little miniature car things that you go around
with
the
a
track.
motor
With a
and-
motor, yeah.
This was a push arrangement that they had going. So the girls are on their blades and they push. And Sly's left in charge of Sharky's for the time being. Cut to the wedding, and Sharky's here because he's a fishing buddy of somebody that's at the wedding.
They tied it in somehow.
Somehow, some
They
way.
made it work.
They made it work.
Or
Good
it was
on
an
them.
afterthought, so they had to I do think they mentioned it early in the episode that he had a social engagement, and that's why he was back
social
from
engagement.
his fishing, putting it in bunny ears.
Social engagement. That sounds like a punk band.
Yeah.
So the California Roller Dreamers,
Roller dreamers and
they start playing, and we get another montage.
yeah.
If you want to play 2 shows, you're going to need a montage.
We could be professional singers, I think.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
should start a band.
We should. The Adelaide Dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get If You Lean On Me and Castles on Quicksand. Castles we get a full version of later on in a future episode. Now we cut to Sharky's, and the band is in bikinis and boardies. And we get the full version of Heart Don't Lie with Tiffani on lead vocals. Love this song. It is co-written by Tommy Farragher, Lottie Golden, and E.G. Daly, aka Elizabeth Daly, who had a top 5 single in 1990 with this song. And Waiting, which is a song on the Breakfast Club soundtrack, that was her. And She also played the voice of Tommy on Rugrats.
Aww.
You watched Rugrats, didn't you?
Yeah. Like I said before, I was Nickelodeon all the way. So even to this day, I'll still, like when we had Stan, I'd just put on Rugrats and watch the old episodes, and Reptar was the dinosaur in the show. Yeah.
There we go.
But I noticed like everyone sort of plays their instrument quite convincingly through this whole montage, apart from Jenny. Her hands do not move position on the freaking keyboard. Like if you watch her, like there's so many changes within those songs, but her hands are just like there in the one position, just playing. Like I don't.
Mid-song, it cuts to the wedding.
The wedding again, and they've got leis on, so that's, they forgot to take their leis off.
Yep, and there's no bass. But that can easily be explained. You see, this can easily be explained because the bass track could have been programmed on the keyboard.
And again, her hands don't move, so she's programmed, so it would be playing.
Yeah, it could be playing.
Oh, okay.
So there's a possibility.
Yeah, I think the whole thing with Tony not being able to skate is just a ploy so he can play the drums. Because how are you going to play drums with skates on?
But you could just take them off because you're
But
sitting behind the kit.
They're running. They're
He could have packed a pair of sneakers in his drum bag, right, in the drum bag so that he could just change out of them once he gets behind the kit, you see?
Yeah, true.
Could have had a pair of flip-flops. Thongs, rather. Thongs.
Flip-flops.
They're not flip-flops. They're fucking thongs.
Thongs. I'll hit you with my thongs.
So we get the
we had a girl throw her thong at us. Remember when we were driving like years and years and years ago, and it was this road rage thing. Like they overtook us, and the girl in the car was going off, and she threw her thong at our car.
I remember that now.
You remember? It's hilarious. And I was just laughing because she lost her fucking shoe. Stupid bitch. It was the funniest thing.
We've cut to the wedding everybody in their dresses playing Heart Don't Lie.
And Sharky walks in, mafia dude, and sees Tony.
Yes.
And is like...
And they bail. Then we cut to Sharky's. The band is gassed because they have just hightailed it straight to Sharky's, and they go into an abbreviated version of If It Wasn't For You.
Which we heard in an earlier episode, did we? Or?
No, that was If You Lean On Me. That was the song we heard at the start of the montage. Yes.
Sometimes they do sound a bit similar. I mean...
Yeah, the start of If You Lean On Me sounds just like the start of Castles on Quicksand. It's got that same exact sound.
Yeah.
Which throws me off. They finish up the song. Sharky arrives at Sharky's. He's all confused. Hey, I couldn't have seen you there if you were here. Tony's like, you right, dude? You with it? So Sharky ends up getting his money. He's happy. He's like, Wix, where's my money?
Yeah, he's just the typical, like, mafia.
So good.
He plays that role really well, I must say.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Matt and Tony then reconcile, and the band stooges the manager for once because they, after all the costs and this and that, they ended up with $4.
Yeah.
So
they each take $1 and Sly's left with nothing.
Manager had to lose his fee on this occasion. But that's nice. The band stooging the manager for once. Good stuff. Good times.
Good show.
Good show.
Yeah.
Good fun episode. I loved it.
Yeah, it was
good music in this one. There's a couple of really good songs.
Yeah, it's
castles and
getting into a groove sort of thing. The whole series. And yeah, you start to really like the characters, and apart from Jenny. No, I'm joking.
By the end of the show, you will like Jen. By the end of her run, you will end up
she
liking
does.
Jenny.
I'm just being harsh.
You are.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's all right. She's a really good singer, I must admit.
Good episode.
The next episode is
The next episode, episode 5. That's what it's going to be. I forget which one it is, folks. We're going to.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it when
Yeah.
we get to it. Yes. But at the moment, I just want to give a shout out to a couple of people that have been hitting us up on our Facebooks, on our social medias, which we greatly appreciate. You can find us, if you haven't yet, at Cal Dreamscast on Twitter and at California Dreamcast on Facebook. We've got to give a quick shout out here to Christopher Lloyd Bolocco.
Christopher Lloyd. Back to the Future. No. Yes.
Yes. No. No.
Yes, no,
Yes.
yes.
No. Zodiac. And Ildiku Torres. We think we've got the pronunciation there right. If we don't, I am sorry. But thank you guys for hitting us up. And Christopher over there in Melbourne, Australia. So we've still got the local fan base.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. And another shout out to Andrew, of course, and Josh Liston and Simon and Adam and everybody else that's listening to the show. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. And please do hit us up on the social medias. If you haven't subscribed to the show yet, you can do that on iTunes or any podcast app. Just search California Dreamcast and you will find us.
We're the only one, aren't we?
We are the only
One.
California Dreams podcast on the internet. That is fact. The other people dip their toe in. They can't handle it.
Yeah, there was one that did attempt it, but they did one episode and then that was it. So we're determined to go.
Well, there was one that did a few as well, but other shows have gone. They've reviewed the odd episode. California Dreams Reviewed, actually, which is a website you can check out, is a blog post where a guy reviewed every episode week by week on like a blog post sort of thing. So other people have reviewed the show in long form.
Oh, okay. Just different formats.
Just a bit of a different format. Text, audio podcast. You want
Yeah.
the audio podcast? You've got us, dreamers. Don't sweat. We're here. We're not queer, but get used to it.
We're in for the long haul.
That's what we meant.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So instead of leaving on the tail end of California Dreams music, thank you, Adam Massacre, for our intro theme as well, the California Dreams cover. Let's end it on Heart Don't Lie with Tiffani Smith, Kelly Packard on vocals, because we do like that song. It's a cute little song.
It's a cute song. Yeah.
Yep. So let's end on that for now, and we'll be back next weekend. Until then, I'm Josh.
And I'm Susie.
Stay stout. Yeah.
When it's cold outside and I close my eyes, I wanna be with you. And I can't let go, 'cause in my heart I know that we will always be
This is an ArmorPod production. Send all production inquiries to armorpod@gmail.com.